Shalom Akim, Kahalalim La Yahaba Shim Yahshaba Shinra Kodash, and double honors to the great and apostles. Thadi Al Thadi Yahshua for the strength in order to make this video, and Yarasazar that you also built up. And when we say Kahalalim La, it means all praises to. Kal means all, Halalim means praises in plural, Halal is the singular form, and then La means two. So Kahalalim La means all praises to. When we say Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, we're saying Yahweh in the name of Yahushua. So Bahasham means in the name because of the fact that we have Yahushua as a mediator in order to get to Yahweh, man. In order to really be connected to Yahweh, of whom the world ignorantly calls God, because his real name is Yahweh. Now Yahushua meaning he delivers, because his role is really to deliver the elect and the 1/3 of Israel. So that's just a brief. And when we say Bahashim Rachaku, that's what we're saying in the name of the Holy Spirit, or Spirit Holy, because Racha means spirit, and then Kodash means holy as well. So that's a brief introduction there. But really, what this video is based upon is, as I named it, ignorance is bliss until the consequences hit, man. Because we're like in fact, what's the date today? Like 4th or 5th today? It's the 4th today. We're in 2025, 4 days in, man. And you got layers of judgment. Yara Tazani to make another video based upon that as well, man. Layers of judgment happening. People, experiencing explosions. The Cybertruck one that's happened in the news recently. You had people who have endured really sent back to the spirit realm. As an easier way to say it. They'll be sent back to the spirit realm. A lot of people. You got plane crashes now. A whole load of things, man. Even on January 1st as well, 2025, that's when, what even happened again? Oh yeah, that's what it reminded me of. When they struck I think it was the Empire State Building, the Washington Monument, and what was it again? That third building, man. Oh yeah, Capitol. The Washington, I think it's Washington Capitol building as well. But yeah, those three buildings, even the World Trade Center got struck as well. Apparently there was a fourth building, not just three. But the three that were mentioned were, Empire State Building, Washington Monument, and the Washington Capitol building. So of course, what I was thinking of, when I saw that, I was thinking of 3 strikes and you're out, man. 3 strikes and Esau's out. That's the thing. Because Yahweh Shah has allowed Esau to, make his agenda to keep going until he reaches the point of the MOTB. That MOTB will be the point where he's going to have 3 strikes, where he's going to have his 3rd strike, and then he's out, man. In this final reincarnated Babylonian empire, because he's had a few empires in the past, and it was Greeks. The Romans, those are 2 examples as well. Then you got Babylon right now, which is, when I say Babylon, I'm talking about the modern day, which is America. That in itself, that will be the last strike, man. And that's when Yahweh Shimashah is going to rain judgment upon him. But really, this ignorance is bliss is just focused upon Israel anyways, because they think that, okay, because, I was reading an article even before this video as well. Some people are seeing the lightning strikes as a heavenly sign for support for America, or for support for Trump as well. Which at the end of the day, it's the Most High's will for these things to happen, such as President Trump, getting inaugurated, which is again a satanic ritual, by the way, for those who don't know. That's the behind the scenes type of thing. But yeah, because if you go into the words, an inaugura or an augura goes into someone of whom is a warlock or a witch, something like that. If you go into the etymology and whatnot. So there's deep stuff to this stuff, man. But mainly this lessons pertain to Israel, man. Israel being in a state of ignorance, because they think that they can stay cool and still be chilling without worshiping Yahweh Shem Yahshama. But as I named it, the consequences will hit, man. Ignorance is bliss until the consequences hit. Because when they start calling out the results, that's when the fear comes by, man. But yeah, the way the year started, man, 2025, as Apostle Tahar deemed it, the year of hopeful, the whole year of deliverance and destruction, and he says, and Esau's judgment as well. Just three things right there, man. So Esau's gonna up the ante, man. Which means, well, really, this year the ante is going to be increased. So when the person says to up the ante or something, it means the stakes that are at risk are higher now, man. Because of course, those of us in this truth, we gotta go harder. Yara Tazar, that he gives us strength, to keep going hard. With production of videos, of course, we're serving him, come to camp, the quality of our videos as well, in order to push through this year, man, push through those afflictions as well. Whatever that we have to suffer through, that's what we're gonna have to go through. Well, that's what we're gonna have to pray for strength for to go through. So, anyways, let me get my first precept because I said this video was based upon Israel. But a lot of things are happening, man. You even got a new V coming out, and I'm not talking about a new how can I even name it, man? Let me even just say pathogen. I'm gonna just say pathogen. A new pathogen, coming out. I think there's two of them. One is called Noro. I don't want to say the V word, Noro V. Then another one is called what's it called? Like new is that? There's an abbreviation for it. It's like Nemo something. That's another type of V as well. Another type of pathogen that's out. So yeah, people, they're going to experience fear this year, man. They're going to experience fear, especially Israel. So Isaiah 1 and verse 3, the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib, but Israel doth not know, my people doth not consider. So yeah, the point is, Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, you guys don't really care about, knowing who created you, who is actually your power, who's the one in support of you. Because of the fact that, of course, you were disobedient to the laws, which means that you didn't care about Yahweh Shem Yahshua, hence why you're enduring through the consequences of that, which is, of course, the Deuteronomy 28 curses, man. Which in time, again, that's going to be flipped upon the heathen. So it says, the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib, but Israel doth not know, my people doth not consider. They don't even consider it, man. They don't even consider Yahweh Shem Yahshua. They're just going day to day with their lives. Some Israelites are even atheists as well, which that in itself is a state of folly. But at the end of the day, man, each Jake to their own demon that they're giving onto, man, for Jakes of the world. But there's going to be a time where they're going to really seek Yahweh Shem Yahshua. I got a precept on that as well. That's Isaiah 5:15, but I'm going to read that eventually. Just let me get this on. So it says, a sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters, they have forsaken the Lord Yahweh. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are gone away backwards. So yeah, instead of going forward, you're going backwards, man. Because really following after the heathens, of course, the customs of the heathens as well, New Year's celebration, flipping Christmas as well, celebration. All this goes back to paganism as well, Which again, paganism is just, can be likened onto the beliefs of those of the world, man. When I say those of the world, heathens, essentially, to be more specific. It says a sinful nation, transgression of the law, that's what sin is. A people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken the Lord Yahweh. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger, and they are gone away backwards. The same way if a son is then disobedient to the father and then just brings shame upon the father's name, that's the way Israel is unto Yahweh Shem Yahshua, man. They're bringing shame onto the name Yahweh Yahshua, man. That's why a remnant is required to really be preserved, for which is really a mercy in the hand of Yahweh, man. Through Yahshua, a remnant is reserved, to bring back Israel in a more perfected state, man. So yeah, this is verse 5. Why would ye be stricken any more, beaten up any more? Ye will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick, and the whole heart faint. Remember when the scriptures talk about Yaratazar, I'm gonna try to get that as well. Should be in Hebrews. When it talks about if you don't get chastised, you are as bastards. Because it says in Isaiah 1 and verse 5, why should ye be stricken anymore? When a father strikes a child, with in Nigeria we've got canes, we use belts, Jake, especially Southern tribe, uses belts, canes, to whip the child, man, into obedience if they have that spirit of disobedience or stubbornness. So let me actually get that precept here, based upon if ye are bastards, if ye are bastards, basically the Most High ain't gonna chastise you. All right, let me get so okay. So, Isaiah 1 and verse 5 was talking about why should ye be stricken anymore? So why should ye be beaten anymore, man? When it comes to the point where the Father don't really chastise you no more, it's like, damn, you don't care about me no more. You start to fear even more. Has he abandoned me? That's why we gotta pray to Yahweh to help us to endure the chastisement that he does give us, man. It can come in many forms as well. Chastisement doesn't just mean physical things as well. It can come in spiritual things, demon oppressing you, you can't sleep, financial challenges as well, mental challenges, and yeah, physical, but of course it's not just physical too. So let me get Hebrews. So okay, let me get Hebrews. Get some scriptures here. So this is, hold on. This is Hebrews 12 and verse 8. Hold on. I read from verse 5. So this is Hebrews 12 and verse 5. And ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children. My son, despise not thou the chastening of the Lord, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him. Going into correction. For whom Yahweh loveth, Yahweh Bashem Yashai loveth, he chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth. If ye endure chastening, the Most High dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not? But if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, those of us in this truth, we partake in that chastisement, man. Whatever form that may come in, we just got to endure it and pray to Yahweh for the strength to endure it. It says, then are ye bastards and not sons. See? It says, but in verse 8, which is a key part, Hebrews 12 and verse 8, but if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then are ye bastards and not sons. Exactly. As I mentioned the point before, based upon Isaiah 1 and 3, where it says, why should ye be stricken anymore? Which means if the Most High ain't chastising you, and you're not really going through any suffering, then you gotta start considering, has he forsaken you? That's the thing. As he's left these 2/3 of Israel, man. Because as he said there in Hebrews 12 and 8, read it one more time. But if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then are ye bastards. And bastards are considered as lower value compared to actual sons. That's the thing. So yeah, man. Israel is considered, most of Israel is considered as a bastard because they're not getting chastised. You know, the Most High, the Most High is done with chastising the whole of Israel, really. Now, of course, what's coming next is the judgment. That's when everything's going to be cleaned out, man. You know, that dial is going to be, it's going to get, the dial for judgment is going to be increased. You know, it's going to be turned up. That's what's about to happen. And you could already tell from 2025, man. You know, even the name that Apostle Tahar deemed it as well. You know, because he said the second point was destruction, the hopeful year of destruction, and the hopeful year of Esau's judgment too. Of course, the first one was the hopeful year of deliverance, which is pertaining to Israel, more so the elect of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. So that's Isaiah 1 and 3. Let me actually, Isaiah 1 and verse 5. Why should ye be stricken any more? Ye will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick, and the whole heart is faint. And yeah, even just looking at, you know, Israelite nations so far and their rulers, you know, most of them are regarded as sellouts, man. If not all of them, you know, are regarded as sellouts. See, the whole head is sick. You know, even those within well, because you know you got the 100% truth, you know, as we believe in GMS, you know, Great Millstone, and you got those who only think they preach 100% truth, which is an illusion to them, because they only preaching partial truth, which obviously is a lie. At the end of the day, if it ain't 100% truth, then of course it's lies. The same way water, if it has impurities, then it's not 100% pure. That's the case right there. So it said the whole head is sick and the whole heart is faint. You know, the mind is faint, the head. So the rulers are faint in Israel. You know, they're sick in the head. You know, spiritually, of course, some of them physically as well, and of course, mentally they're sick. So it says in Isaiah 1 and 6, from the sole of the foot even unto the head, there is no soundness, which means soundness refers to health. There's no health in them, spiritual health, really. It says soundness in it, but wounds and bruises and putrefying sores, they have not been closed. Imagine a sore that hasn't been closed, man. It means it's more painful when it's touched. That's the case right there. It says neither bound up, neither mollified with ointment. So, you know, it hasn't been treated, man. Israel has a sore that hasn't been treated. The only way to treat it is by going back to Yahweh Shai ultimately, because he's the gateway, he's the path. He's the one who paved the road really for those of us in this truth in order to get to Yahweh, man. Ultimately, we need Yahweh Shai. He's the mediator. So that's Isaiah 1 and 3, you know, because I said this video is mainly about Israel, because it said ignorance is bliss until the consequences hit, man. Those consequences is destruction, famine, and you know, pestilence as well, because I did mention some of them in the beginning too, man. You have a whole load. Literally between like the first and the fifth, actually not fifth, the first and today, which is the fourth. You know, there's just been article upon article upon article upon article. You know, people just dying, man. You know, dying and explosions and certain events happening. You know, there's also certain plans for more chaos to be invoked as well. So you gotta prepare your minds for that too, man. You know, pray to Yahweh Hashem Yahshua to strengthen you. You know, we gotta constantly be praying, man, so that we're strengthened all the time, man, all the time. You know, brothers fast, you know, get strong with that. You know, brothers pray, you know, get into Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, which obviously fasting and praying goes hand in hand, man. Remember what Yahweh said to the disciples when he talked about, when the disciples asked him, why couldn't we cast out the demon, you know, as you did? And he told them, you know, because of your lack of belief. So of course, the belief, the faith is a requirement, man, you know, in this truth. Which really, you can even simplify it as saying you just know, you expect something to happen. But remember what the scriptures say. Faith without works is vain, man. You know, it's like having confidence it's like having confidence and having nothing to back it up, really. Hence why, you know, you got to be able to have the works first, and that's what's going to help build your faith up too, man. You know, which is part of having that confidence too. You know, the ultimate level of faith, I know I mentioned this before, is really just to know it's going to happen. Despite everything seem as though it's not going to happen, just to know and believe it will happen. And the second thing Yahushua said, this kind goeth not but by prayer and fasting. So it shows you those two are deadly weapons, deadly spiritual weapons, man. Prayer and fasting to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. Again, those names are important. Yahweh, Yahushua. This is what Israel has lost. That's why they're in that weak state right now. When I say Israel, again, the so-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, and so-called Native American Indians, as well as the speckled bird out there, of whom may look like heathens, but their bloodline goes back to Israelites as well. So, when I say so-called as well, because these are just labels that we've been given, our true names that pertain to us as a group collective, or our true labels are really in the ancient Hebrew, such as Israel is really Yasha Allah. So we are Yasha Allah, not and also you got the tribal names in the ancient Hebrew as well, man. But overall collectively we are Yasha Allah, which means he's the prince of a power. So let me get another preset because I said I was going to get something too. Ignorance is bliss until the consequences hit. Israel going to be worshipping them idols until the time comes where Yahweh Shemashai, is not going to condole it no more. And Yahushua up, this is the year where we're going to start seeing that too. So yeah, Yahushua, this is the year. So Isaiah 42 and actually that's 50. Hold on, let me get 42. This is Isaiah 42 and verse 22. It says, but this is a people, this is reference to Israelites here, or Israel as a whole, the real Israel, not those Amalekites over there, the fake ones, no, not them. I'm talking about the real Israelites here. So it says, Isaiah 42 and 22, but this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses. They are for a prey, and none delivereth, for a spoil, and none saith restore. Exactly. That's what we need, Yahushua, man. All these other nations be taking advantage of us. I did a video previously on China, conflict of incentives. Based upon more pretty much leveraging the resources of Jake over there in Nigeria, man. They're making illegal lithium mining places, man. Illegal lithium mining environments, over there, man. Which of course lithium is used in order to create batteries and certain components for electronics as well, but mainly batteries too. So yeah, that's the point. It says, but this is a people robbed and spoiled. Not even just robbed of their resources, and of their talent as well, but also robbed of their identity. The fake ones that exist, man. You know what I'm talking about. So it says here, robbed and spoiled, they are all of them snared in holes, so trapped in holes, and they are hid in prison houses. They are for a prey, and none delivereth, for a spoil, and none saith restore. Yeah, all that is talking about the restriction Israel is under, man. And it's all through Yahweh Shem Yashai as well, which is what this verse is going to talk about soon. It says, Isaiah 42 and 23, who among you will give ear to this? Who will hearken and hear for the time to come? Actually, verse 24 is a keeper. Who gave Jacob for a spoil and Israel to the robbers? Did not the Lord Yahweh? He against whom we have sinned. For they would not walk in his ways, neither were they obedient unto his law. That's talking about Israel right there, man. They were obedient to the law of Yahweh Shem Yashai, which we were given, really from Exodus, onwards from there. So it says, therefore he hath poured upon him the fury of his anger. And Yahushua, that's through the Spirit as well, because it's Isaiah 42 verse 25. And we're in the year 2025, man. So, that's a sign in itself. It says, therefore he hath poured upon him the fury of his anger. So Yahweh Tazah, this year, we're actually going to see, Yahweh Shemashah turn up that fury, man. Upon these jakes, two-thirds getting judgments, chaos happening. Which really, at the end of the day, even if Esau's being used to orchestrate certain events, black swans and false flags and whatnot, then yeah, it's all part of the Most High as well at the end of the day, because he needs to do that. Esau needs to do that in order to bring this MOTB, let the testing come. When I say testing, really, that's the examination. When you got a few tests before the examinations, 2019, actually 2020, which is where they actually kicked off, that demic. I'm just using words here because of YouTube. When it kicked off, that was really a test. That was a major test. That's like the mock exam before the exam. The real examination where, after that is pretty much, all bets are off if you fail. That's the thing. And failing means taking the MOTB. So we got to be in that mindset of saying no and rejecting Esau, man. And Yara Tazah, pray to Yahweh Shem Yahshai that, you have that strength to say no in that time, man. And keep at it as well. Pray, fast, and of course stay in that mindset of saying no. Which again, that's why I said pray and fast, man, because Yahweh Tazah, it's all the Most High's will. Because you could say you're going to do one thing, but the Most High's will could be another thing. But you got to obviously think in a way of which would be ideal for yourself, man, in that day, which is obviously rejecting the mark of the beast, But yeah, that's why you got to pray. But anyways, going back to the point though, Isaiah 45, 42 and 25, and I said, man, the 25th verse links clearly with 2025. Therefore he hath poured upon him the fury of his anger, upon Israel, the fury of his anger, and the strength of battle, and he hath set him on fire round about, yet he knew not, and it burned him, yet he laid it not to heart. So of course, Israel's going to be a very sorrowful state, man. This year, people are going to feel fear. People are going to feel fear, man. And that's the fear of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So that's Isaiah 42 and 25. Let me actually check if I got a few precepts here. Hold on. Because I was mentioning about Israel being given the laws. Now, it would have been fine if you actually listened to Yahweh Shem Yahshai, but again, let me read this. Exodus 15 and verse 26, and said, if thou wilt diligently hearken to the voice of the Lord Yahweh, thy power, and wilt do that which is right in his sight, and will give ear to his commandments, and keep all his statutes, I will put none of these diseases upon thee, which I have brought upon the Egyptians. For I am the Lord Yahweh that healeth thee. So really our source, again, of strength, of confidence, of faith, of really energy, spiritual nourishment, as I like to say at times, is really Yahweh Shem Yahushai. That's our source. And if you go away from the source, what tends to happen, man? You start to diminish and wither away. Kind of like a branch which is cut off. It just withers away over time, man. So, hence why I got to pray to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, which is like staying in connection with Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Fasting as well helps to connect with Yahweh Shem Yahushai because, you're humbling your soul. That's what it is. I've done quite a few videos on fasting as well in the past. So that's Exodus 15 and 26, man. But the thing is, it says, if thou wilt diligently hearken to the voice of the Lord Yahweh thy power, man. Israel's not doing that right now. They're not listening to Yahweh Shai. They're not listening to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. They don't care about Yahweh Shai either. They try and teach them, but they don't listen. They don't want to hear. That goes into Ezekiel 3 about, I think 3 verse 17 about Yahweh Shem Yahushai making us watchmen. Despite us being watchmen right now, it's not every Israelite that's going to actually take heed to the warning that we give them. But we know that as we give them warning, the blood is wiped off of our hands, man. That's the thing, and that's what we pray for. All right, so I'm just looking at the time here. This is about 30 minutes. I want to see if I can. Because I also got to do another video eventually on layers of judgment, man. I want to try and bring out some articles based on that Yara Tazar. So I also got to gather them too, because it's quite a lot, man. It's quite a lot. Hold on. I'm just thinking. You know what? I'm gonna do a part 2 Yara Tazar. Then hold on. Then yeah, I'll continue on the same point. Literally, so yeah, Shalom, Yabashim Shabrakatha, Yara Tazar, man. I'm gonna get to the part 2. You know, so Kahalalim La, Yabashim Yashabashim Kudash, and double on Instagrams and apostles. I thought the Shah for the strength in order to make this video as well. Shalom, Shalom.